Texas is bursting with excited fans who've come to watch one exciting football game. And we're going to have a little rain out there for today's game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. And here come the Longhorns. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit here, ready and excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
You're right, and that's why I think individual performances will be the difference. Texas has voiced some concerns this week about protecting their quarterback. I think one of the best ways to slow down a pass rush is to hand the ball off to your talented running back. Watch for them to feed the ball to him and win a close game here.
Wait a second. Texas is in a whole lot of trouble here. I don't think they have what it takes to slow down this rushing attack. Their offense keeps this one close, but they lose this game because of their inability to stop the run, you guys.
Thanks, guys. Let's take it down to the field and get ready for the game. Ohio State lines up to kick this one off, and we're just about set to get underway. Kicks it deep. Number 6 fields it in the end zone. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. Number 32 is the deep back as they line up in the I. Here's the option. He lateral. He tries to spin. Ball's loose, and who's got it? One of the defensive linemen. And that last fumble was recovered by the defensive end.
And Brady made an excellent play to fall on that football there. He saw it hit the ground and pounced on it.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. 3 wideouts to the left side. Here's the give. And down he goes at the 23. The back gets 3 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball in the 23. And they have 3 receivers bunched. Little handoff. And he's taken down. A pickup of about 3. Third and 4. Ball on the 20-yard line. From the gun. They'll run the option. Pitches back. And they got him for a loss. Just a great play there by the linebacker.
Yeah, he showed his speed as he knifed into the backfield to bring down the ball carrier.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. It's up. And it's through the uprights. Number 85 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 6, and Pope back to return. Pope fields it in the end zone. He's hit and got away. And they threw a flag on that play. Let's see what the call is.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
He got caught with his hands around the face mask.
Yeah, but the referees felt it was an accident, so they only charged him with a 5-yard penalty.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Ohio State brings in the nickel here. He drops back. Over the middle. It falls incomplete. He had it, but it was dislodged as soon as the defender made contact.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're lucky, I think, there. That could have been a fumble. I thought he might have had possession.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 26, and they have 3 bunched. They'll run the option. And down he goes. 2 yards there on the option keeper. It's third down and 8 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Bond is back in the gun. Bond back to pass. Going deep on the left side. Incomplete pass. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
It's fourth down, and the punt team lines up. Number 13 punts it, and it's a good one. Bryan fields it at the 26. Can't wrap him up. Man, that was a nice little punt return there.
Well, Brad, that was a combination of a couple things. Some good blocks, but also the ability to avoid the coverage team by the return man.
They'll go to work at the 40. They line up in a double tight set. They'll throw on first down. He steps up, and it falls incomplete. That one could have been a huge play, guys.
Well, the quarterback had a wide-open receiver. He needs to be able to make that throw. He better regroup and get ready for that next play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Texas brings in their nickel package. They'll give it off here. Jukwu, and he's taken down. They got 4 yards on that one. Third and 6. Ball on the 44. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Here's the option. He laterals the ball. And now he's got room to run. Pope brings him down. And that'll give him another first down.
Excellent job there, Brad, of running the football. That was good execution by this offense.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 36. Ohio State sets up in the I. They'll throw on first down. He's going right. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
2nd and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 3 comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Off his hands, incomplete. He still hasn't completed a pass this drive, but we may see another one here. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. They'll bring in their dime package. Back to pass. He unloads it. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
They'll line up for the kick, and this is going to be extremely long. He gets it up. And it's good. And that was a long, long field goal.
Boy, that kid can sure kick the football.
Number 85, ready to kick.
Number 6, back deep to return.
Kicks it deep. Number 6 fields it in the end zone. There's a fumble. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it, and he does. They'll start this drive at the 14.
1st and 10.
Bond lines up in the shotgun. Bond steps back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going right. It's dropped.
Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 14. They'll work from the shotgun. He tosses it short, and it's caught, and down he goes. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Third and 7 coming up here.
17-yard.
Ball on their own 17. Bond has 4 receivers lined up here. Bond drops to throw. He pumps once. Got it. He's knocked out of bounds. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First
And they're
down.
just helping them out on this drive.
Which is the last thing you want to do. They need to maintain a level of focus on the field and stop getting these silly penalties.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line from the gun. Little handoff. And he's taken down at the 45. Maybe a yard on that draw play. Second and 9 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. Texas comes to the line with 3 wide. On the option. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. And they stop him on the option.
Boy, that's a nice job here by the defender of getting into the backfield and breaking that play up.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Texas sets up in the I. Bond back to throw. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Bryan back deep to return. It's off, and it is a dandy. And he can't hang on to the ball. He let that one get away from him.
And Brad, anytime a player muffs a return like that, it sticks around in the back of his mind. You need to just forget about it and move on.
First and 10. Ball on the 14. Bond is back in the gun. Bond to the air on first down. And it's incomplete. A little too much juice on that one.
This quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. Texas comes out with an I formation. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Under pressure. Intercepted in the end zone. How about that defensive play?
What I liked here was the way the defense reacted as soon as the ball was thrown. It allowed them to come up with the interception.
What I didn't like was the decision by the quarterback. He's a smart kid. He knows better than to throw a pass like that.
First and 10. Ball on the 10. From the gun. They'll run the option. With the spin. Tries to juke. And down he goes. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there. And I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 22. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score, Ohio State 6, Texas nothing. First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Number 13, the lone back. They'll throw on first down. Steps up, throws this one out to the right. Got it. The quarterback broke down the coverage on that one. First down.
When you drop back to pass and see zone, it's a matter of you and the receiver getting on the right page and finding the right window to put the ball through.
Hey, Kirk, that's probably what you did playing in the backyard, right? But you broke a lot of windows, I bet you.
The Buckeyes go with the I formation. They go with the option. Laterals back. He spins around, and he's taken down. That's a 3-yard pickup. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 47. Two tight end set. Here's the option. And they got him for a loss. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
3rd and 9. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Longhorns line up in a nickelback. Drops back to pass. He steps up. Deep pass down the left side. Incomplete. And he overthrew that one badly.
Whoa, the receiver's fast, but he's not that fast.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Number 9 signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. This defense did a nice job last time around forcing the interception.
And now you'll find out how much faith they got in this kid. Do they run the football or they let her rip?
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ohio State lines up in a dime defense here. Steps up in the pocket. He got it! He goes down. The receiver found a hole in the zone and turned it into a first down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
First and 10. Ball on the 33. Number 32 is the single setback. And down he goes at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6. It's second down and 4 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. Texas lines up with 3 receivers. Spinning. And he's taken down. And the tailback picks up great yardage on the run.
How many times did we see him run that play in practice this week?
1,000 times. And it was just as successful then as it is right now.
First and 10. Ball on the 14. Bond lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. And he's got it for the touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Yeah, the quarterback said, you want the ball, go get it. And did he ever? He got it, took it for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. And with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, our score, Texas 7, Ohio State 6. Number 14 is lined up to kick this one off. Kicks it deep. Number 10 fields it in the end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 20. They come out with 3 wide receivers. They go with the option. Spin move. And down he goes. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 30. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. And now he pitches it. Has some daylight. And he's taken down. They'll get 9 yards on the play.
9-yard gain on the play.
Second and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes with 4 receivers. going to pitch it. And down he goes. Nothing going on that one. It's third down and a yard for the first down. Ball on the 39. Ohio State will line up in a jumbo set here. Here's the option. Now he pitches it. Spins upfield. Hope with a takedown. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really nice read.
First and 10. Ball on the 43. Texas comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Finds his receiver, and he's taken down. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's first and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Number 3 is back in the gun. They go with the option. A lateral. And they hit him in the backfield. Ohio State takes a timeout. Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 44. Texas lines up with 5 defensive backs. On the ground with the tailback. He stiff arm. And down he goes at the 35. Gain of 9. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Back to pass. Steps up. He's going right. Got it. And he's taken down. Ohio State calls a timeout. That was their second timeout. First and 10. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Texas has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. Throws it to the outside. In and out of his hand. So it's second and 10. Ball on the 24. Texas brings in their nickel package. He drops back. Across the middle. Got it to his receiver. And a nice catch by the receiver for the touchdown.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love going to him down here.
I got to see that touchdown again.
Yeah, Brad, this is really a good-looking throw by the quarterback and a nice catch, too. They were definitely on the same page there.
And he hits the PAT. Less than a minute remains in the second quarter, and our score is Ohio State 13, Texas 7. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it off. Hope fields it in the end zone. There's a missed tackle. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. They'll get the ball here at the 18. The Longhorn set up in the gun. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 21-yard line. He picked up around 3 yards on the draw play. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 21. Trips right. Here's the option. And he's taken down. Nothing gained on the play.
No gain on the play.
And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, Ohio State 13, Texas 7. Texas will be kicking off to start the second half. And they'll be returning this one. Swanson fields it at the 2. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 22. Texas has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. He breaks free. Complete, and down he goes. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 29. Number 3 with 3 wide receivers. Airing it out long. And it falls incomplete. He just let his wide out a little too much that time. It's third down and 3 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. They're lining up in the 5-2. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down at the 33-yard line. And a nice run by the tailback.
Not a lot of razzle-dazzle here, but it gets the job done and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 33. The Longhorns bring in the nickel package. Here's an option right side. Fakes a pitch. And down he goes. Nothing there on the keeper. Second and 9 coming up here. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. They line up in the shotgun. They'll run the option. Big opening. And he's taken down. A nice 7-yard gain on the option keeper. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. They'll run for the first on 3rd and short. And down he goes at the 47. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out there.
It's first and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. The Buckeyes come out in the shotgun. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. The halfback runs for 4 yards. Second and 6. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Again with the run. Pope brings him down. The back gets 3 on the carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
They line up for another 3rd down, and they've had no problem converting their first 2. Number 13 is the deep back as they line up in the I. They hand it off. And down he goes at the 43. And they just stuffed that one.
Hey, this is a great play here by the defense to bring him down before he could get to the sticks.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Number 21 gets it off. Number 4 calls for the fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes line up with 6 defensive backs. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. Got it.
Interesting call. The defense came with the heat that time. Problem was they couldn't quite get to the quarterback. And when you can't quite do something, that means the other guys will probably have a big play.
And you're right. That pass was good for a bunch of yards that time.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 46. Ohio State comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Looks like he's going to run. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that scramble. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 46. Texas comes out in the shotgun. Back to pass. Here's the long ball, left side. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 46. Ohio State brings in the nickel here. Bond set to go to the air. Rifles this one out to the left. He got it! And he's all the way down to the 9. He threw a bullet in there.
Oh, he sure did. We've already talked about his arm strength, but what really impresses me are his mechanics. His passing motion is so fluid.
The Longhorn set up in the gun. Bond drops back to pass. And it's caught, and he's taken down. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
I formation, looking to punch it in here.
And plenty of options on this play, you guys.
Nowhere to go there on the quarterback keeper. Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Bond drops back, goes to the end zone, makes a catch in the end zone, touchdown. So the tight end comes down with a big touchdown grab. Another look at that touchdown, Kirk.
Well, right here, the quarterback does a good job of finding enough time for the receiver to get open, and he hits him perfectly in the end zone for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just a few seconds remaining now in the third quarter. And our score, Texas 14, Ohio State 13. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 10 back to return.
He kicks it. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
Now, let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
They'll go to work at the 20. Ohio State comes to the line with 3 wide. And down he goes. The fullback gains about 4 yards there. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 24. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score in this one, Texas 14, Ohio State 13. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. They line up with trips to the right. Little handoff. And he's taken down at the 25. Gain of a yard by the fullback. Third and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line. Ohio State lines up in a bunch formation. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. Got it. And he's brought down. That's how you get a first down, Coach.
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes come out showing 3 wide. They go with the option. And down he goes at the 45. And he gains around 3 on that keeper. Second and 7 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. They'll give it off here. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. Didn't get anything. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Texas has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. He's under some heat. And he went way up, and he's got the interception. Looked like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
They'll start this drive at the 5. The Longhorns come out in a 2 tight end set. They keep it on the ground with a tailback.
Well, these guys fast or what? Good job of penetrating and getting to the ball carrier here.
Second and 10. They're deep in their own territory. I doubt they'll take any chances here. He's got an opening at the 30. And he's all the way down to the 34-yard line. And that run got him out of a hole in a big way.
That's a big play. Anytime you're in close to your own end zone like that, you don't leave a lot of room for error.
Yeah, a fumble or a missed snap, and that could be 6 points the other way. Easy.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 34. The Longhorns come out in a shotgun. He jukes him. He's into the open field. And down he goes. And he has a huge run.
I'll tell you right now, this guy is arguably one of the fastest players in college football today. There you see him turn it upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
I agree with you. Such a natural runner.
First and 10. Ball on their own 46. The Longhorn with 4 receivers. They'll throw on first down. And it's incomplete. He just couldn't get to that one.
Well, he looked to be a little excited back there in the pocket. May have rushed things a little bit. Needs to be a little bit more patient, step up, make the throw.
It's second down and 10 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. They line up in the shotgun. On the ground with the tailback. With a stiff arm. And he's taken down at the 46-yard line. They grab 8 yards there. Third and 2. And this is the 6th play of the drive. They line up in an I. And they'll run him again. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Good penetration by the defense there as they tackle him for a loss. So they're set to punt this one away. He gets it away. Number 4 signals for a fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's going left. And that one's fallen incomplete. What happened there, Kurt?
Well, as a quarterback, you usually want to put the ball in front of the receiver so he can catch it in stride. Here he just put it a little bit too far in front.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 20. 5 wide. Back to pass. Throws it to the outside. It's still alive. And he's taken down. And he delivered a nice pass there, Coach.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. I like what this coach is doing here by opening up his playbook. It's going to have the defense calling for mercy soon.
And it looks like we have our Old Spice players of the game. Ohio State comes out in the shotgun. It falls incomplete. Kirky just let that one get away from it.
Yeah, and you can see he wants that one back. That's a throw this guy can make in his sleep.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 49. The Longhorn bring in the nickel package. He drops back. Across the middle. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball right around midfield. Ohio State sets up with 4 receivers. Drops back and pass. Wants to throw outside. He gets another, and this is a big one. And they convert the third down with a long pass play.
You're right, Brad, and that was a long pass play. As a coach, you got to appreciate it when your players come out and perform like these kids are doing right now. First and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive.
Ohio State comes out with an I formation. And down he goes at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes are going to take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. It's 2nd down and 6 to go, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. Ohio State lines up in a goal line set. Fullback on the inside give, and he's taken down. The Buckeyes call for a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. Ohio State sets up in the I. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that was a heck of a touchdown.
The halfback made some nifty moves right there to get in for the score.
Here's another look. Well, no real surprise here. They're lining up for 2. They don't get the 2. Well, they had to go for 2, but they couldn't punch it in.
Yeah, but that's a big play by this defense to get back some momentum. You give up the score, but prevent them from getting the 2 points.
Number 85, ready to kick. Pope, and number 6, back deep to return. We should have a return on this one. Pope fields it at the 2. He tries to spin.
And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes bring in their dime package. Found his man, and down he goes at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are going to take a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. Texas comes out with 5 receivers. Bond to the air on 1st down. His receiver has it. Texas takes a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40. Bond comes to the line with 3 wide. Back to pass. He's looking for his man. Complete. He spins. And he's taken down. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
Bond steps back to pass, and he stops the clock with a spike. Third down and 4 coming up on this one, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Ohio State lines up with 5 defensive backs. Bond back to throw. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. Big opening. And it's a whole new ball game. And that was touchdown pass number 3. That touchdown pass we're seeing again.
You betcha. He runs a good clean route there, and the quarterback throws it to him with a lot of confidence. Good touchdown, guys.
As we expected, they're getting ready for a 2-point conversion attempt. Set to go to the air. Across the middle. He's got it for 2. So we're down to just a few seconds remaining here in the ball game. And our score, Texas 22, Ohio State 19. Number 14, ready to kick, Swanson. And number 10, deep to return. Kicks it off. Number 10 fields it in the end zone.
They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive.
They'll go to work at the 21. Number 3 lines up in the shotgun. Under heavy pressure. And he drops it. Second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in a bunch formation. He drops back. Across the middle. Almost intercepted. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 21. They'll have one more chance for the end zone. Drops back to pass. Throws. And he's got it! And he's all the way down to the 33-yard line. What do you think of this pass, Coach?
When you look at the replay here, the impressive thing about this pass is how quickly he gets the ball from point A to point B. That makes it tough on the old defense to react.
This one's in the books, folks. Kirk, what'd you think of this one?
Well, this one really could have gone either way. Ohio State played a good game out there, but they needed to make one or two more big plays, and they couldn't do it. Who knows? Another couple of minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
Well, that'll wrap up another chapter in NCAA Football 2004. And our final count, Texas 22, Ohio State 19. From all of us here at EA Sports, we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.